Here's a good question. This comes from Chris Hernandez. I was wondering, with Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD on Wii U being a thing and people usually being upset with remakes, why is it okay for Nintendo to remake a game, but when Sony and Microsoft remake or upscale a game, it's usually seen with much anger? What gives Nintendo the golden pass to remake / upscale their games without people being upset?
Oh,
That's
okay.
a great question. Brian?
I can totally answer this. So I think a lot of it comes down to the fact that this generation, there are two things happening. One, Sony isn't exactly knocking it out the park when it comes to first-party software. Original, brand new, built for the ground up PS4 first-party software. They're just not. Now they're relying on third parties, which are doing an amazing job. PS4 is obviously not hurting in sales. It's the #1 best-selling console. It might go on to be the best-selling console of all time if things keep going the way they're going. So it was a little weird to join in on the PS4 activity and be like, what do I have to play? Oh, The Last of Us and Uncharted, like these games are coming back? That's not exactly fair. Nintendo, on the other hand, no third-party support, but they still pretty much knock it out the park with a lot of their first-party stuff. Some of that quality has been lacking a little bit, but that's okay. Also, we are starving for a new Zelda. Something, anything. We've been running over that same 20 seconds of that dude in the field just hanging out. Like, give us something new. So to get Twilight Princess is awesome. It's been 9 years since we got to play that game the last time around. It did not look great. The day it came out, I bought that on the Wii's launch day, and I went and I bought component cables, which actually didn't come out for like 2 weeks later. So for a week and a half or 2 weeks, I had to play that game hooked up with just regular cables, and it just looked horrible. It's not aged well. It's actually aged even worse than it looked that first day, which doesn't happen with a lot of things. Something like Wind Waker has looked good forever. So it's a very difficult scenario. I think that if Nintendo started doing HD remakes all the time, they would absolutely get all of the ire that they would deserve for doing something like that. But the fact that they still make first-party stuff and that their HD remakes are few and far between means that they don't catch as much hell for it.
That's a good answer.
Yeah, how was that?
I think also it's worth pointing out that while there might be that kind of vocal minority that gets mad about remakes and upscales and stuff, there's a whole lot of people who didn't have a PS3 and didn't get a chance to mess with Uncharted. PS4 is currently, head of the race, so a lot of people are like, hey, I'm going to check out what the big deal is with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was good.